Hey guys, new video here. MTX differences on the weapons. So I noticed this yesterday. There was a support pack that came out recently, and it is called the Blood Knight support pack. Right, you get this cool weapon, and as you can see, the little trail looks pretty good. Now, it didn't always look like this. Let me kill some monsters here. And basically, what I'm trying to show in this video is that the type of base weapon, no matter what MTX you have on, actually affects the trail. So this might be kind of important if you're crafting weapons where if you multi-mod, it doesn't really matter what the base is. Maybe there's like some strength, dex, int requirements that will affect your choice of weapon. But for me, MTX is kind of important to me, and my character doesn't look as good as possible. It kind of sucks. And then also, like, I guess if you're paying for MTX, because in the shop, if you click on the weapons here, there's a lot of different effects, and especially if you're buying a weapon effect from the shop that's not part of a support pack, it only applies to one weapon, right? Now, two-handers, that doesn't matter, but the base weapons, if they are two one-handers, does kind of matter. So I'm just going to show you what I mean right here. So right now, I'm going to put on a quarterstaff, and the MTX that I'm using is a pickaxe. This applies to two-handers of any type, and then I have the Blood Knight weapon effect, so you can see like the newest like weapon trails, right? So if you look at my trail right here, do you see how the trail of the weapon is only on the head of the weapon, right? You see that? It's kind of weird, right? And then another thing is like how your character holds the weapon. So if I have this quarterstaff here, but then watch this, I put on a sword, he actually holds the weapon differently. And that's kind of crazy because it does kind of change like the thematic look of your character. So this one is like he's holding it as if he's like kind of swinging the pickaxe, as you can see. If I put on a auto attack, now this is also kind of important. So look at the trail right here. You see the trail is located at the head of the weapon, right? No matter how he's swinging it, okay? And then this is kind of the same. The weapon trail is kind of the same as the staff for two-handers. As you can see, the trail is limited to the head of the weapon. Now, as you can see, when he's holding the weapon differently, he's like further up for the staff. I guess it kind of makes sense, right? And then the sword, once again, you can see it's a completely different animation, as well as even though the base MTX is the same, it kind of changes that too. Now, let me show you the axe. Now, axes and maces for two-handers are actually the same. So now, first thing to note, look at the trail. As you can see, the trail is trailing completely from my body to the axe. You see that? So it starts off like for example, like the left hip of the shadow, and it ends at the head of the axe. It is much wider, right? It is actually much wider than the other thing. So I'm going to show you that again. Just oh man, my lightning golem is kind of okay. Do you see this? Well, let me get my lightning golem out of here. How do I don't know where he is actually. Whoops. Okay, whatever. Let's just go like this. So you see that? So it's much smaller. So you get much less value out of the money you spent on the support pack and the weapon effect if you use different kinds of weapons. Okay, so I know that probably doesn't matter to most people, but I thought it was kind of neat. I saw a Reddit post about this like last week, and it's actually the reason I crafted this axe, right? So I had like a really nice staff that I was using, and I noticed that the weapon trail was like not that great. And then I remembered like the Reddit post. I was like, wait, let me check this out. So I bought it like just for these trash weapons, and I ended up recrafting a new weapon for myself just so I can get the better trail. Now, sometimes I guess the trail doesn't matter. For example, I would have been happy with a sword if I could have bought one, because I think that holding the weapon like this is kind of cool, right? Like when your character gets all big and stuff when you're mapping. Like this is a pretty neat way to hold the pickaxe, and it just like looks kind of cool, right? So keep that in mind when you're making decisions on MTX. And a quick little update, I know I haven't been making a lot of YouTube videos, and why is that? Well, it's actually because I've been having too much fun in Synthesis League. Right now we have about I think 8 level 100s. I'll probably get 9th level 100 and 10th level 100 before the league is over. I'm just really enjoying the league content. Really enjoying the league overall, the crafting, the implicits, all the power creep, all that good stuff. So because like when I have the time to make the video, I'd rather just be like killing some monsters in PoE instead. And that's why I haven't been really making YouTube videos in a very long time. But I want to change that. League is coming to an end. I think like PoE content videos are pretty interesting, because even if you're not making like build videos, because let's say you play a build for a week, 2 weeks, whatever, a month, you can only make like really 1 or 2 videos about that, right, based on the different variations. But I think the things things besides build videos are also kind of important to talk about. There's like so many things to talk about. I still haven't made my magic find video. I still haven't shown the different levels of like juicing a map, you know, starting with like nothing and going up to like inspired learning, temp chains, header. I'll make that video. I'll make the delving, like how far should I delve video. I think that's pretty interesting. There's a lot of videos that you can make, and I'm pretty sure like if I was like more committed, I could probably make a video every day talking about a different topic. That's how much like there is to talk about in PoE. And I'm not gonna make a video every day probably, but I'm gonna try to make a lot more videos as the league is coming to a close. I think Legion's gonna be amazing. Maybe I can make like a little short video about what I'm excited for in Legion, but you know, like every other streamer does that as well. And so just look out for the next videos. Next video will probably be mapping with temp chains, or like the different levels of juice when you're mapping, right? And I think that'll be pretty fun time. So thanks for watching this video. Okay, thank you everyone, and I'm live every day on Twitch, so you can go watch me there. Okay, bye everyone. Hope you guys enjoy this. Bye.